Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent these hearing protection earmuffs from ProCase to go ahead and demonstrate to you how well they actually work and how they really do protect your hearing, especially around power tools and power equipment. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So these are the ProCase hearing protection earmuffs. You can kind of see them. They are very comfortable. They are very sizable. They're very stretchy. So they'll fit on my head. They'll also fit on a child's head. They actually are tight enough to kind of sit down very tightly on ears to kind of keep that protection around. This foam here is a very soft, pliable, but it's a very durable foam. I've actually used this a couple times and they still look brand new. You can kind of see how this whole thing works. You watch how this works. I will stretch them out. They slide up and down on this little bar here for adjustment purposes. And then they actually will spin around if you need to. You can get that 360-degree spin just for kind of working with them and kind of adjusting them. You can kind of move them around as you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I got them both the same way. I'm going to pull them down and then over. There we go. Okay, there we go. I can barely hear you. Now, you won't see much of a difference because all the audio is being picked up with this microphone, but I can barely hear anything. I actually have my furnace running in the background. And it's kind of weird. It's like being in a sensory deprivation chamber. That's how well these things work. It's really quiet. Now, I know you're saying, Tom, I don't need these because when I work around power equipment with like saws and lawnmowers, I use these little tiny things, these little tiny foam earplugs. Yeah, that's great. These are good if you're sleeping and the person next to you is snoring, but they're not really great for any kind of real equipment. You put them in and you can, okay, it cuts the noise down a little bit, but you can still feel a lot of it. I can still hear my furnace. I can still get a lot of that sound kind of seeping through because they're just little cheapy, throwaway foam. It's really not a super duper hearing protection device like these are. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this 2x4 and I'm going to cut through it, and you're going to hear exactly how loud, how much sound I get because I'm wearing my microphone right here on my chest. Then I'm going to go ahead and do it again, but I'm going to put that microphone inside my hearing protection earmuffs so you can see the difference or hear the difference of how much these things actually protect my ears. So first test, here we go. I've got them on so my hearing won't hurt. I'm going to go ahead and cut through this piece of wood. Watch out, it might be a little bit loud. There we go. Okay, now that was pretty loud for you. Cut through it. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my microphone off, and you're going to hear a little clicking and staticking as I take it off. And I'm going to put it actually into my earmuff so it's protected. And then you'll hear some clicking, but here we go. There. So as you can see, these really do work very well. They go ahead and protect a lot of the sound. You don't want all the sound removed because if all the sound is removed, then you actually can't hear the environment around you, and that can be dangerous as well. So if someone's screaming or yelling, get out of the way, or the saw acts up, you still want to be able to hear those things. But this really does take all those dangerous levels right down. Again, these things can be adjusted to different sizes. They work on small kids as well as larger people like me. But they're good for like kids for fireworks, for who are a little sensitive to sounds and fairs and concerts even. These are great for kids or for teenagers even. They fit all size heads. They really kind of take it all down. You can still hear, but they really take all those dangerous levels down. So yeah, I highly recommend these. These things are great. Everyone should have at least one or two pairs of these around the house.